Alright, Kachi Rob, what's going on? Instagram. Had to redo this video. I messed it up. So, trying to build my Instagram up a little bit. My Facebook got blocked, of course. And also, I have a YouTube. If you're on my Instagram, go to my YouTube page, Akachi Ra. I'm gonna change the name to my Instagram to Akachi Ra. So by the time you see this video, it should already be changed to Akachi Ra. And so, basically, I talk about metaphysical stuff and black history, true history. Not that hand-me-down stuff they teach in school. So I teach some real stuff. I talk about real stuff. Got books I read, a lot of things that I get into. All right. So, as I was saying, transformation is something that's beautiful to beautiful to focus on right now. You got I'm gonna re-explain my second time re-explaining, but basically, decade, dec, and then age. You're gonna split this. You're gonna split this down the middle. You want to make a 5-year plan for yourself, and then another 5-year plan. Ultimately, a 10-year plan. Really, for this time. For this time, you really want to focus on the new age. That so-called new age that people want to speak on is some type of witchcraft and stuff like that. But this being silly. It's a new age, meaning a new time for information to come forward. It's just a new age of information. That's all. Nothing spooky. So, just like any new decade, it's a new age. Every decade you can think of, there's something brand new happen. So right now, you really want to just focus on what is coming forth right now that is changing the wave of Earth frequency. What is coming down? All right, whatever is coming down, is it helping you grow, or is it trying to be your adversary to you? Most times, brand new thoughts are adversarial to people because they are new thoughts, and it challenges you on what you think already. So right now, we're moving to 2020 through 2024. Some big things are going to happen, and we just gotta look into this whole Trump Hollywood movie, and I really feel like this is going to lead into the first female president. We're gonna get a female president. It got to happen. The feminine aspect gonna have to rise back up and take over a little bit. And even though we need to have a balance, if we move too far right, like we are now, we got the whole too far right. You got the masculine, too far left. Feminine, or whatever, which way. Everything's in reverse anyway. Everything's reversed. You gotta flip it right side up, upside down. They tell you the left hand path is bad. Go right hand. People say right hand is, you gotta balance everything. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things, a lot of stuff that's gonna happen going on right now. So, and we just gotta make sure that we are aware. We are aware of the changes that's going on around us that causes so much friction right now. So, and then you see the weather and everything's changing, and how everything's being affected. Trees burning, they're burning trees, they're burning things down, and they so-called look like they're trying to save the animals. They got you boo-hooing, got that sad music playing, right? Most times, it is Earth doing it to herself, trying to save her own creation through destruction, because she can do that. Gaia. Mother Gaia can do that. But also sometimes it just the false humanoids that cause destruction and pain because they know pretty soon they have a short time because they can't stay here. So yeah, the frequency changing up. So they're trying to burn as much stuff as possible. So why? Because the frequency about to change. The frequency already changing, as you can see. I really pretty much sure that the Earth is going to shift into a moment where you'll see the second sun again. People always talk about the second sun coming back, or they see it. So it's going to be showing itself. That second sun, the Earth is warming up already. So-called climate change, right? The Kundalini energy from people is rising up. From the sun, people is rising up, and they're trying to stop that as much as possible. But it's not going to happen. So they're cutting down all the trees, trying to steal light codes, stealing these light codes, trying to see if they can suppress those with rising keys or G's of energy. Right? They can't stop that, but they can try, but they won't stop it. Can't stop the funk. What's about to happen, man? So you just got to get rid of it, or they can leave the planet. If they can't leave, or they can go back to the little small holes in the earth, right? Whatever you believe, that's your whole thing to believe what you want to believe. But in the earth, they can crawl back in their holes. Matter of fact, that's what the Bible was talking about, the locusts out of the locusts in the abyss. Those things that pretend to be humans, but they're not, causing destruction, causing turmoil and pain. But Earth is already trying to counter what they're doing. So yeah, we see all this stuff happening right now. Rising of the destruction, water, rising of the weather, man, everything. The trees, even though if the trees get destroyed, the trees are still in the astral realm. So they're still standing. You can't really destroy the energy from that tree. The tree been there for like hundreds of years. It's cemented. It's stake there. It's like, hey, this is my spot. Destroy this physical root, but the energy's still gonna be shooting up from the ground because you still got a root system there. So, just like my head. Just because if I cut my hair, I have a crown opening. It shoots up energy. So, because I am that tree. Once you are aware of that. So yeah. So everything is trying to. Some things are just trying to leave. Maybe all this destruction is because the trees wants to leave, the animals want to leave. They're ready to bounce. They're ready to get up on out of here. Go to the next dimension or to the next higher earth. Still going to be inside of this light cube, which is still the part of the illusion, but you're going to a higher plane at least. But you're still trapped. But going to a different location. Or, I'm just saying. Some things just want to lower the vibration down, one is to freeze, like Saturn. Or they want to go back to Saturn, which is that frozen like state, a slower state. But yeah, but Earth broke away from Saturn. Earth was broken away from Saturn because it rose frequency, but Earth can easily drop down into a Saturn-like frequency again, very simply, and I feel like it is. trying to, but there's too many people that are trying to raise it up. So-called light workers. So-called light workers. Then there are the ones that be like, you know what? I just want to leave bounce. Earth don't need your saving because Earth can save herself actually, very simply by flooding everything if she wants to. Earth is the organism. Just like you're a walking organism. So if you have a rash, what do? You put some type of cream to to get that rash away. Or if you itch, you wash yourself. So, Earth, if she wants to just destroy all life, she can. But she gonna heat things up. Things about to get heated up and burn away all those that don't belong here. This summer is gonna be even more hotter than last summer. Shoot, Europe was burning. All of them peoples over there was like, had on sun cream and, what sun cream got melanin in it. All the black people organs and stuff or whatever you're trying to make artificial melanin. Sun cream, which don't help them at all. They were still burning. So, but yeah, the transformation time. It's gonna be a wonderful year and this decade. I feel like this is the decade where you're gonna see a lot of things change and shift. So it's gonna slowly move back to a little bit of the matriarch. And that matriarch, can be just as brutal, maybe more brutal. Actually, matriarch is more brutal. You fight for the queen. And you know how the man can act when there's a beautiful woman. He'll do anything. He'll destroy an entire nation for one woman who's beautiful. So that matriarch is something dangerous. So if it gets out of hand, and it can real quick. So that's the whole thing that's going to happen. It's going to happen though. But yeah, I just want to make this video about transformation and changes that's about to be occurring. My predictions for this year, moving on forth, what you'll be seeing a lot of violence. Let's see a lot of violence because there's a steady, rapid aggression to defend itself. The male aspect. These entities, they don't want to let go of their power. But it's gonna happen because they have to. So, but yeah, this is Kachi Ra. I'm about to eat. But yeah, thank you for watching. All right, peace and love.